That's the bottom line here. What the Republicans are trying to do is take away from those who need it to give it to their besties, and that is a handful of billionaires. So look, if that makes you just really feel pretty furious about it, don't just be furious, do something about it. You got the chance right now. This is not over. This is the moment. Call your rep, text your rep, email your rep, get in touch with your rep. And if you do it once, do it a second time and do it a third time, because saving healthcare for 14 million people is worth you're making a few calls and sending a few texts. This is our chance to tell Democrats, independents, and Republicans in the House of Representatives that you're on to them. You weren't fooled by a vote in the middle of the night. You understand what's at stake here, and you do not want our government to cut healthcare for 14 million people just so that a handful of billionaires get even richer.
Listen, I want to break this down just a little bit. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it, but this right here, I want you to understand. First of all, there's nothing that you need to do under the cover of darkness if it's legit and righteous. Okay? Nothing that you need to do. You don't need to schedule a vote for 10:30 at night if you're proud of what's in it. You don't need to schedule a vote for 1 o'clock in the morning if you're proud of what's in it and want the majority of people to see it. Okay? You don't need to do that. The only reason that you're scared, who does that anyway? What job do you know if you're, unless you're working the third shift? We talking about white collar jobs. We talking about white collar government jobs. Schedules a vote for 10:30 at night. Schedules a vote for 1 o'clock in the morning. That right there tells you what they want you to know about this bill. Not a damn thing. They don't want you to know nothing about it. They don't want you to see how the sausage is being made. Okay? They just want to throw the sausage on your plate when it's done and force you to swallow it down. That's it. So I want to just deal with this just a little bit. How will this bill impact you? Do you make $360,000 or more per year? Dillon, do you? Because I don't. Not yet. You're muted, Dillon. Not yet. I don't make.
I do not.
Yeah, hey, I'm working on it, but I ain't there.
It would take me years to make that kind of money.
I ain't there. I'm trying to win the lottery. If I win the lottery, you will be there, Dillon. You will be there. I'll make sure that you get there. Okay, personally. If you do make more than $360,000 a year, your taxes will decrease substantially. If you make more than $914,000, Dillon, do you make more than $900,000 a year? I don't.
Not that I know of. Unless I've misplaced about $870,000. No.
No. And on average, your taxes will decrease again by $36,320. That's pretty good, right? But if you don't, your taxes will still decrease by $7,000. Now, what happens if you don't make over 360 or over 914, which is almost all of America? Okay. Do you make 157,500 per year? I don't.
Nope.
Do you? I don't. Nope. I mean, I'm doing all right, but I ain't doing that. Okay. If you do, guess what? Your taxes get to go up by $610. If you said no, do you make at least $28,000? Listen, $28,600 per year. I make at least that.
Yeah.
I make at least that. Guess what? Ding, ding, ding. Guess what you get? What's your prize? Your taxes get to go up. Okay. And you don't, and your increase goes up by $720 if you're below that. If you're anywhere below that last slide, your taxes is going up. Now ask yourself why that is. I want you to look at this. I want you to look at this right here. If you're in the poorest 20%, that's 0 to 28,000 income. Your taxes are going up $790 a year. Now, I don't know. This is just me. I don't think you could afford for your taxes to go up if you making
not at that level of income.
Okay, I don't think you can afford it. That $790 makes a difference. Okay, that's gas money. That's grocery money.